Welcome to your Pisces horoscope. So the week of the 17th through the 23rd of March, which means it is officially equinox season. We have the vernal equinox coming up this week, which means we are bouncing into spring. Winter is over, and so is Pisces season. Because, of course, the equinox is the end of Pisces season and the beginning of Aries season. But we're kicking off the week with the Sun and Neptune in a perfect conjunction with each other, really working closely together, is specifically in terms of your career and how much your intuition can shine through when you allow it to, in order to help you progress in those career goals. And this conjunction right at the beginning of the week is actually really powerful, and it kind of sort of sets the tone for a really powerful flow throughout the rest of the week, even though it does square with the moon right off the bat at the beginning of the week on Sunday, as the moon moves into that square focused on self. And it kind of creates a little bit of a challenge when it feels like everything that you're doing, knowing that you're doing exactly what you need to do in order to succeed, it just sort of feels like it's not good enough. And you're not putting enough time and energy into it. And that's that horrendous Pisces need for perfection coming out and trying to sabotage you when you're doing such a fantastic job. So, really be aware of that when you feel like, especially on Sunday, when it starts to feel like everything you do just isn't good enough, you need to take a step back and really focus on what you are doing, and not so much that it's not perfect. Everybody falls short every now and then. Everybody makes mistakes. That does not mean that you are a failure. And by adopting that mindset, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot, and you don't want to do that. We have a lot going on this week because as the sun is moving out of Pisces, we still have Neptune in Pisces. We continue to have Venus in Pisces, which is also in a conjunction with Saturn at the beginning of the week as well. Neptune and Saturn both in a sextile with Jupiter most of the week, which are both focused on, well, Jupiter is focused on your support system, while we continue to have Saturn and Venus focused on your long-term career goals. Now, this brings in the support that you need in order to have the right tools for success and when you are planning your career goals, specifically your long-term career goals. Having that support system there is really helpful, because you may get ideas that would never occur to you from these people that are there to help you out. So having those things line up is really important. We also have Pluto moving into a sextile with Neptune towards the end of the week. Pluto is very much focused on finances. So we're lining up the career and the finances together to maybe open up for a possible promotion, maybe a little bit of extra money that you didn't realize that you had, or, something kind of sort of happened and the money just sort of just popped in there. Sometimes that does happen. It's usually not $1 million. It would be nice, but a little extra money, even going down to get a coffee and realizing that you're the 100th person and get it half off is a big deal. It's still receiving money. So basically, those two planets lining up favorably helps you to be able to continue to make more money, and quite possibly put yourself in line to make even more than that, which is nice. Now, as we get to the end of the week, this is where things start to get a little bit choppy and challenging. We have Mars moving into Pisces towards the end of the week, not bringing any challenges in with him, which is good, except for when the moon comes in to Virgo and moves into opposition of all with all three planets on Friday and Saturday. The moon brings this influence of the mind and emotional thinking and how emotional thinking affects your long-term career goals, but also moves into the home as well. And actually, in a very interesting way, also sheds light on how the influences of the people around you also affect your mindset and what you put into your long-term career goals as well. So if you're in an environment that can be a little bit toxic, or you're in an environment with somebody who just always seems to be talking down to you, this isn't going to be helpful in terms of those long-term career goals. I mean, your focus is going to go from here to here to here really quick. So basically, shutting those voices out is probably the best thing for you. This is a big sabotage for most people. And because those naysayer voices turn into your inner voice, and that's how you wind up talking to yourself. And that doesn't really get you very far, unfortunately. In fact, most people in that situation have a tendency to just adopt that mindset and that belief and don't even bother trying anymore. That's not what we're doing this week. Everything is lined up for success. All you have to do is keep your focus on that and let the other stuff just kind of sort of go away. Throw it in the trash, put the lid on top of the trash and stick it under the sink and don't worry about it anymore. That's their problem and not yours. You're too busy living your best life. That's what you need to do. So that's what I have for you guys this week. Lots of really good stuff going on for you guys. Lots of growth in those long-term career goals, definitely as well. Um, yeah, so that's what I have for you guys this week. If you love your horoscopes, do consider sending a tip or donation through my coffee link, which is in the description. Really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Also, check out my website. I put the link directly to the calendar of the website because I will be adding some fun stuff to that calendar, and you don't want to miss out on that. I mean, it might be something you've been really looking forward to. You never know unless you go and look. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic, and I will see you guys next week. In the meantime, you guys make sure that you make it a great week, and I will see you next week. Take care, everybody.